Hello everyone, this is my new video for you guys. We are going to study science with me. I hope you can understand and follow the lesson. If you don't understand, you can always go back the video and watch again. Okay, let's get started. First, we are going to look at what did we learn last week. Do you remember? We learned about the pitch and loudness of sound. What does pitch meaning? Do you remember this? The pitch is how low or how high a sound is. Like about vibration, right? When you put your fingers over here, you feel the vibration, right? If it is high, the vibration is faster. If it is low, the vibration is lower, slower, okay? And the frequency is also about pitch. It's about the vibration we said, and the units is hertz. Okay? For example, this person is playing a tuba. Tuba player blows air into a tuba. The air molecules vibrate at a low frequency in the long tube of the tuba. It means it has a low pitch. Okay? But think about this whistle. This is called whistle, okay? So when you blow into a whistle, it has a high frequency. That's why it is high-pitched sound. So this is what we learned last week. We also learned about something else, which is the loudness. What was the loudness? The loudness of a sound depends on the amount of energy in the vibration of a sound. It means if you are close to the sound, let's say there's a radio over here, right? And you are so close to the radio, you will hear the radio as a loud sound, okay? Loud. But when you walk further away from the radio, from the sound source, how do you hear this sound? You hear as a soft sound, okay? So, as the sound travels, some of its energy is used up to pass along the vibration from the source to our ears. It means that the energy of the sound, when you are close to it, it is so high, okay? High energy. But when the sound is traveling, because you are standing over here, right? Second example. And the sound is traveling. When it is traveling, it's going to be soft sound because the energy is lower, okay? So as we are further away from a source of a sound, the sound becomes fainter as the amount of energy is reduced. Fainter means like softer, okay? Okay, let's look at what are we going to study this week. We are going to study about the noise. Do you know what noise meaning? Let's study. Noise is about loud, but noise is usually about the unpleasant sound. Okay, let's talk about this. Some sounds are pleasant while others are unpleasant. Pleasant sound is something that you like. You can listen to it. For example, some kind of music, if it is not so loud, right? But if it is so loud, like a traffic sound, right? The cars outside, if there are so many cars passing, you are near the highway and you will hear a lot of cars, right? It is going to be loud. Or you open the speaker very loud, the music, the volume. What's going to happen? It's going to be loud and unpleasant sound. These are we call noises. Noise, okay? We can use a sound level meter like this one. This one called a sound level meter. Sound level meter. We can use a sound level meter to measure the loudness of a sound. What is measure meaning? Measure is, for example, if I ask you to measure your height, what can you say? You can say my height is 180 centimeter. Okay? Or if I ask you to measure your weight, how can you measure? You can step on a scale and you can look. How many kilogram are you? 75 kilogram for me. Like this, okay? So you measure the loudness. How can you measure the loudness of a sound? How can you do that? You cannot put the sound on a scale, right? Or you cannot look the sound. How tall is the sound? You cannot do that. You need this device, a sound level meter. Okay? Don't worry, we will talk about this later. I will show you some application that you can use. Okay, the unit of loudness of a sound is decibel. Decibel is same as for height, centimeter, for weight, kilogram, right? For the sound, we call that decibel over here, okay? Or we can write dB like this. Okay, let's look at the next page. So, for example, listening to noises above 90 decibel. I will show you next one, next page, don't worry. How much decibel is really bad for you. I will talk about it, okay? Listening to noises above 90 decibel for an extended period of time can damage the ears and cause deafness. So you might not hear again. So noises above 90 decibels. I will show you a graphic later. You will see what is 90 decibel meaning. For example of this sound, like noise from construction sites. What is construction site? Like this, guys. In construction sites, they use these electric drills, right? They are super loud. If you are next to the electric drill like this for a long time, what's gonna happen? You might have an earache. It can damage your ears and it can cause deafness. It's really dangerous. Or rock music. You know rock music. If you like, I don't know. I don't like rock music. A little bit. So, rock music, if you listen for a long time, it is really dangerous also. Or aircraft. It means the airport near your house. You can hear the airplane taking off, right? So you can hear them. If you hear them really long time, it's really bad, okay? Aircraft contribute to noise pollution. So these are we call noise pollution. Do you know pollution meaning? Like air pollution. Air pollution means like bad air. Noise pollution is like bad noises that have so much noises around, so it can be so noisy. It is really bad. For example, let's look at this picture. I have a picture over here for you guys. See? For example of noise pollution. Oh no, sorry. Let's go back here. So for example, ambulance, you see, ambulance can be really loud, helicopter or some cars, right? Or like a electric saw, right? Or electric guitar. So these can be an example of noise pollution. You shouldn't be next to these items, these things for a long time. Be careful, okay? Okay, let's look at the next page. Next page, we are going to talk about how to prevent noise pollution. How to prevent noise pollution. So what should we do when we hear, when we are near the noises, right? What can we do to reduce and prevent noise pollution? For example, when we are listening to music or watching television, we should keep the volume at a reasonable level to reduce noise pollution to our surroundings. It means that if you can hear if it is so loud, the music, you should reduce the volume so it will be better for you. Same thing applies to headphones, earphones. You see, I have an example over here. If I am wearing the earphones and listening a really high sound like this, is it good? No, it's not good. It might hurt your ears. Don't make it so high, okay? Make it reasonable level, like a medium level. It's okay. It is enough. You don't need really high sound, right? Okay. Another thing, we must wear ear protectors when working with loud machines to protect our ears. So if you are working next to the uh, loud machines, not working, but if you are near to the loud machines like this, you should wear ear protectors. You see, this is an ear protector. Looks like headphones. Another one is we should also stay away from the sources of noise. You shouldn't be outside next to the highway with so many cars passing by, right? You shouldn't do that. Okay, let's look at the next page. So this page, like I told you, I'm going to talk about the graphic, that what does it mean, the decibel. If you can see, let me make it bigger so you can see. So this is this level on the left, this part, talk about the decibel. This is the decibel level, okay, on the left. And here, this one is the loudness. For example, falling leaves in the springtime, right? The leaves are falling. Falling leaves. It is only 0 to 10 decibel. Okay? So you barely hear them. If you are next to falling leaves, they are falling down and then you cannot hear, right? Another one is conversation. Conversation means like you are talking to your friend, like this distance. You are not shouting them. Oh, no, you are just talking to them. It is between 20 to 50. Okay, it is quiet. It's not bad. Next one is the cheering. Cheering is between 50 to 80. Cheering is in sports day, right? You guys are cheering for yellow team, for English program team, right? So that's cheering. That's a little bit loud, from 50 to 80. Next one is the moving train. If the train is moving, it is also considered as loud. It is between 60 to 90. Next one is thunder. You look at the thunder. Thunder is from 90 to 120. This is also considered as loud and it can damage to ear. Okay? And also loud stereo in room, loud music in the room or sound from 100 to 120. This is also can damage your ears. And the next one, flying airplane. It is from 130 to 150. It is also which can cause discomfort and pain in your ears. And the last one, this is the loudest one, which is the decibel 170, 160 to 180, even 200, right? Rockets taking off. So this is also instant damage to the eardrum. Eardrum is the thing in your ear. Okay, so this can be really dangerous also. So decibel means like this. How can we know how much decibel things are? For example, I'm going to show you an application in my phone. Okay, first I'm going to download for it. Let's download Sound Meter. Wait for it. Okay, so this is the application. It calls Sound Level Meter, like this. Okay, if you can see. So how much decibel is right now? Do you see that? You can look at this one. How much decibel I am talking to you? It is like, see, when I am not talking, it is like 40. Can you see that? Okay, I'm not gonna talk. Look at this. If I am talking, it is like 80 decibel, right? Okay. If I shout, it might be like maybe 90, right? Okay. So this is how you can know how much decibel. If you want it to become like 20, you should be super quiet in the room, right? So you can look at this application. You can write, you can write sound meter in your phone, so you can search it. You can check how much decibel you are talking or the sound around your house. Okay, let's look at the next page. So the next one is, I'm going to give you your homework. Do you remember your homework from last week? This one. I hope you finished. You have a new homework, which is you are going to make a box like this. You are going to make a music with a box. What do you need? You need a box like this or a box like this. Okay, this is an example. I made it. This is a box. You don't have to make a big box. Yeah, you can use this like small box. Okay, and you need rubber bands. Rubber band like this. Rubber band. Okay, like this one. Like this one. I put it inside. And you are going to need some, sorry, let me make it bigger. This one, toothpicks. You are going to use something like this. Okay. And of course, you are going to need an empty box, like we talked. For example, when you have all of the things, empty box, rubber bands, and toothpick, okay? Why do you need toothpick? You can put it over here. Otherwise, you cannot tie it, the rubber band, right? And then after you make it, you can just pull the string. You can make it like this, make music. Or you can put two strings. For example, I am going to make now. Wait for me. Okay, I think I'm finished. Okay, let's look at it. I put two strings, so you can hear different sound. Okay, up to you. Whatever, how many strings you want. You can even put 10 strings if you have a bigger box. But it's better to make a smaller box. Okay, so this is going to be your homework. I hope you finish your homework. I will check when we go back to school. I will ask you to bring your box so we can play music. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy the class and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Bye bye.